We're now ready for the next round, but unfortunately our hook and where we're stopped in the last round is incorrect, and what we need to do is that we need to move ourselves over right in the spot. So we're following the pattern directly, we're in the correct spot now, but in order to start the next round we need to be right in between these two popcorn spaces. So in order to do that, we just have to go along the chain and we have to slip stitch in the chain 3 times. So we just have to move ourselves along. So that was the first one, we go into the second one. Okay, so I'm going right into the stitching of the chain, and we want to catch her like that. And so the third one will take you right into the center spot, and you can't even really tell where you've actually slip stitched. We now want to chain 1, and we want to come back down into where we slipped to go up, and we want to just single crochet into that spot. And this single crochet is where we're going to be slip stitching when we come back all the way around on this revolution. So now we have to chain 8. So this is how simple this round is. So we want to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And all we need to do is just go into this chain 5ing of space, just right underneath, and we just need to single crochet ourselves around that. So okay, so that's all you have to do. So chain 8, and then coming in, single crochet, chain 8, single crochet, and work your way around. And let's meet up at the end of this round where we'll do the slip stitch and move along. So moving right along, we just have to slip stitch, and we're going to slip stitch exactly where we did the single crochet when we started this round. So just in and in like that. And so therefore that finishes it, and now we're ready to move on, and we're going to go on to round number 6. We've just finished now round number 5. We are moving to number 6, but where we've stopped in the slip stitch, we are not in the right spot in order to start the next revolution. So all we need to do is that we just have to slip over. So we're just going to go right underneath this whole section of the chain 8 space, and we just want to slip stitch. So now that we're in the right spot, and this allows you then to work properly. We're going to now chain 1, and now every one of these chain 8 spaces are going to have 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, 7 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, and 1 single crochet. So let's begin that. So we're just going to go with 1 single crochet first, and this single crochet right that you just did is where you're going to slip stitch when you come back around. We're going to do 2 half doubles, half double crochet, nice and easy, and then we're going to do 7 double crochets. So I'm going to count this out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we just have to repeat what we started with. So we did 2 half double crochets and then a single. So this side we're going to do 2 half double crochets. Okay, as we bring it back around. So 2 half doubles, so that was 1 and 2, and then we finish it off with a single crochet at the base like that. Okay, so you end up with a beautiful round spot just like this. So the next one is just a repeat of what you just did. So you're going to have 1 single crochet, you're going to have 2 half double crochets, you're going to end up with 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then finish it off with 2 half double crochets and a single crochet, and just continue to do that all the way around. We'll meet back up, and we're officially done with this color, and we're going to get rid of this color and bring on the next. So do that, and we'll meet up at the end. We've now just come all the way back around, and now it's time to slip stitch, and where we're going to slip stitch is exactly where we did our first single crochet when we started this. So let's do that, and just through and through, and now it is time to remove this color, and we're going to stop this color and move on to the next. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and we're going to fasten this off and weave in our ends and then get ready for the next color. To fasten off this color, all I just need to do is just about a foot long Maybe that's a little bit too generous, but that's okay. We're just going to use this crochet hook now, and we're just going to pull it up, and this is going to cause it to tighten onto itself. We're now, you got to determine what is the good side and the bad side of this project, and you will notice that these popcorn are facing up. Okay, so this will be the side you're looking at, and this will be the wrong side. So what we need to do is when we're fastening off, we want to fasten this off on the wrong side as well. We want to take a darning needle, and this one's overkill, it's pretty big, but it's what I use so I don't have to fumble around with my strings. And we just want to come and turn this around, so we're looking at the back side, and we just want to pick some stitches that we just want to slide. So we're just going to slide it in behind in the back, so we're never going to go all the way through this particular project. Okay, so you should never see your needle from the other side, and we're just going to pull everything through. Okay, and just to double back onto itself, we're just going to pick some different stitches than what you just went through. So you just can come down a little bit. Just like that. And just pull it on through. And again, if you're not that comfortable with it, you can just pull it through a few more, and again, different stitches as well. And just let it tighten up onto itself. Just like that. Okay, and just kind of pull it a little bit loose, just like that, because you know when your project stretches in real life, if you don't pre-stretch it now, you're going to be in trouble later. So I've left on a little bit of extra so that when I'm done this project I can just fasten it off and just finalize it that way. So we're now ready to move on to your next step, and we want to grab the new yarn, and we don't want to tie any knots onto that, and we want to just grab up your project right here, and it says to choose any one of the spots on the outside, and we need to choose the center one of the 7 double crochets. So you can just look at it and say single, 2 half doubles, and now the double 1, 2, 3, and 4 going up right there. So there you can tell it's the center. I want you to put the material new. There's no knots on this because we're going to weave in the ends afterward, and I've left on about a foot extra, and I want to pull them both through. Okay, to pull that through, and I want to now drop the yarn that is the straggler. I want to drop that down and just continue to hold this. I'm going to hold it nice and snug, and I want to chain 1 just like this, and I want to single crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so just coming down, just going to single crochet that in, and now we have to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it says on the directions we have to skip the next 2 double crochets and go into the third. Okay, and so we just got 1, 2, go to the third one over. I'm just going to put my finger on this just to stabilize this stitch. You might want to do that for yourself. And we want to go in, and we're going to do 2 together, 1. Okay, so this is double crochet 2 together, and I'm just going to pull through as if I'm double crocheting. But now that I got 3 on my hook, I just want to pull it through the first 2 only and hold everything. I now want to skip over to the next 6 stitches and go into the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I want to wrap again, and we're going to pretend we're double crocheting, which we are, but we're going to do 2 together. So you have 4 on your hook right now. You only want to pull it through the first 2, and so now we're ready to do 2 together. So all you have to do is just grab your yarn and pull it through all 3 of the loops. We're going to start over again, so we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we want to go back into the center one of the top here again. So okay, and we just want to go back into the center one of the top, and we want a single crochet, and then basically we're going to do exactly what we just did down here. Okay, we want to do 2 together 1, so we're going to chain 6, 2 together /1, and then chain 6 and get the top, and then repeat all the way around. So do that, and we'll meet back up, and we'll continue along with this project. We've now come all the way back around, and we now need to slip stitch this to the single crochet that we started with when we started this revolution, and we just want to slip it through and through, and that will conclude round number 7. Now round number 8, I'm just going to take your attention to this straggler here at the end. We're just going to leave that. It's not in my way at this time, so I'm just going to leave that and finish it off as part of the finishing of this project. And I want to move you on to round number 8. And round number 8 is actually pretty sneaky, and I think you're actually really going to like it because it's really an interesting effect on the pillow. So let's review that next. So here we have, when we're going around, you really look carefully here at certain points in this one. The next round, so we've just done the revolution that is just based off this blue here. And if you really look at it, see how this one is joined in the middle here? And then it just gaps, 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 and then it's back in the middle. I never even noticed that the first time that I ever recorded this video. And you're going to notice that that actually really produces a really interesting effect when we go to do that. So in this next round, we're going to concentrate on making sure that we maintain exactly what you see here. And again, it's up here as well. So it's just, it's not random, but we can just count out our stitches to make it look like it's going to be amazing. So let's continue that next. So beginning round number 8, we need to slip stitch. We need to get ourselves to the center point of this next area here. And what we need to do is that we just need to slide across this stitch in the next 3 chain spaces. So we just want to do a slip stitch across. Okay, so that was 1 and 2 and 3. And remember, those are chain 6 spots, so 3 obviously makes sense. Now that we're in the middle there, we need to chain up 1, and we need to single crochet ourselves into the same spot right underneath. So we just go into that same chain spot that we slipped from and did 1 single crochet. I now want to chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where I need you to pay attention, because this round here is really quite interesting. It says that we need to go into the next stitch, which is right here. Okay, it's right where these two are meeting, and I'm just gonna single crochet myself into there. So I'm just gonna go right into the top of that stitch. Okay, and single crochet. I'm now going to chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I want to go right into the chain 6 gap or space right there, and we just want to single crochet. Okay, so it says we have to repeat this particular thing 3 times, so we're just going to repeat just exactly what we just did right here. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going into the next chain 6 spot, we're going to just single crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And next chain spot, chain 6 spot right there. Okay, so that was, so this is where we started. So we need to get 3 of these particular spots all together. So we're going to do that one more time. So 1, 2, and 6. Okay, and then coming down in. Okay, so now we're going to just carry on to what we did over here, and what we're going to do is chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we want to come down into this stitch. Okay, just right in the top of it for a single crochet, and then again we're just going to repeat exactly what we just did over here. So again, chain 6 middle, chain 6 middle, chain 6 middle, chain 6 middle, and then back to the stitch again. So repeat that all the way around, and we're going to meet back up